Good evening, everyone. There are moments in life when words are not spoken to be heard by a crowd, but in the quiet hope that they reach one heart. Tonight, my speech is titled, I Hope You Are Watching This, My Love. It's not a story about perfection. It's about love that changes us, memories that never fade, and the strange beauty of carrying someone's presence even when they're far away. If love has ever taught me anything, it's that some people become a part of your soul. Distance may separate us, time may test us, silence may surround us, but genuine love has a way of surviving all of it. So wherever you are, I hope you're watching this because every word that follows comes from the deepest part of my heart. Good evening. There is something unusual about speaking to someone who may never answer. You stand in front of people who can hear your voice, yet your heart keeps searching for only one pair of eyes. It is a strange feeling, almost impossible to explain. The room is full. The lights are bright, the words are clear, but inside you, there is only one silent question repeating over and over again. I hope you are watching this, my love. Maybe you are somewhere I cannot reach. Maybe life has taken you in a different direction. Maybe the distance between us is measured in miles, in years, in choices, or simply in silence. I don't know. I stopped pretending that I understand how life separates two people who once felt inseparable. I only know that some connections refuse to disappear. Even when everything around them changes, people often believe that love is loud. They imagine grand gestures, endless conversations, promises made under perfect skies, and beautiful endings that belong in stories. But the love that stays with you the longest is usually quiet. It hides inside ordinary moments. It lives in the pause before you say someone's name. It exists in the empty seat beside us on days when we struggled to believe in ourselves. That kind of acceptance changes a person forever. You don't forget someone who made you feel safe enough to be completely human. I remember thinking that love was supposed to solve everything. I believed that if two people cared enough, life would somehow be thing. You didn't ask me to become someone else. You didn't demand perfection. You simply stayed long enough for the walls I had built to become unnecessary. It's amazing what patience can do. Not the loud kind of patience that announces itself, the quiet kind, the kind that waits without making you feel guilty, the kind that listens without interrupting, the kind that believes healing takes time. You probably never realized how much those small moments mattered. You may have thought they were ordinary, but ordinary moments become extraordinary when they are shared with the right person. Sometimes I wonder if people truly understand the value of being present, not fixing every problem, not having every answer, just being there, sitting beside someone while they struggle, holding their hand without speaking, looking at them in a way that says, you don't have to carry everything by yourself. Those moments don't make headlines. They aren't celebrated. Yet they become the memories that survive everything else. Life has a strange way of teaching us appreciation after something becomes distant. While we are living beautiful moments, we often believe they will always be there. We think there will always be another conversation instead of a conversation. Something of them continues to exist in the way we see the world. I used to think presence meant standing beside someone. I believed that if I couldn't see you, hear you, or reach you, then somehow you were gone from my life. But love has a different definition of presence. It doesn't depend on distance. It doesn't ask permission from time. It doesn't disappear simply because circumstances change. Some mornings I still catch myself smiling at something that you would have laughed at. Sometimes I hear a melody and before I even realize it, my mind begins searching for you as if you're only a few steps away. I see the colors of a sunset and wonder whether the sky looks the same wherever you are. Those moments arrive without invitation. They don't ask whether I'm ready. They simply remind me that love leaves echoes in the ordinary. It's strange how the smallest habits become the strongest reminders. Walking past a familiar place, ordering the drink you always liked, seeing someone wearing your favorite color, watching the rain fall exactly the way it did on a day we once shared. None of these moments are extraordinary on their own, yet together they become a language only the heart understands. People often ask how someone moves on. They imagine there is a single day when everything suddenly feels different, when memories become lighter, and the heart decides it is finished grieving what it misses. I don't believe it happens that way. I think we don't move on from genuine love. We move forward with it. It becomes part of our character, part of our decisions, part of the kindness we choose to give. The love we receive has a way of becoming the love we offer to the world. You taught me that without ever trying. Not through speeches, not through advice, but through simple moments that seemed almost invisible at the time. You showed me that listening is sometimes more powerful than speaking, that understanding someone matters more than winning an argument. That saying, "I'm here," can heal wounds that explanations never could. Those lessons stayed with me. I carry them into conversations with strangers. I carry them into friendships. I carry them into every moment when another person needs compassion more than they need judgment. In that way, you are still walking beside me, not because life refused to change, but because your influence became part of who I am. There are days when the world feels incredibly loud. Everyone is rushing somewhere. Everyone is trying to become something. Success is measured by numbers, recognition, and achievements. Yet whenever I think of the moments that mattered most between us, none of them were loud. They were peaceful, a quiet conversation after a difficult day, a smile that arrived without reason, a shared silence that never felt uncomfortable, looking at each other without needing to explain what was happening inside. Those memories remind me that happiness was never hiding in extraordinary events. It was waiting inside ordinary moments that we were fortunate enough to notice together. I hope you know that. I hope you know that your greatest gift was never perfection. It was your ability to make simple moments feel meaningful. Because of you, I learned to slow down, to appreciate conversations instead of rushing through them, to notice sunsets instead of walking past them, to thank people instead of assuming they already know how much they matter. Love changes the way we experience the world, not by making everything easier, by making everything more meaningful. Even pain begins to carry purpose because it reminds us that something beautiful once existed. Sometimes I wonder whether you realize how many versions of me have existed since we first met. The person I was before knowing you is someone I barely recognize now. Life has shaped me, loss has humbled me, time has taught me patience, but your presence, even from afar, continues to remind me of the person I always wanted to become. There are moments when I almost hear your voice encouraging me to keep going. Not because I imagine impossible things, but because encouragement has a remarkable way of staying alive long after the words themselves have faded. Every time I choose kindness instead of anger, I remember you. Every time I forgive instead of holding on to resentment, I remember you. Every time I decide to believe in hope when life offers uncertainty, I remember you. And in those moments, you don't feel distant. You feel present in the quietest, most beautiful way imaginable. If you are watching this, I don't want you to think this is a speech about sadness. It isn't. Missing someone and being grateful for them can exist at the same time. The heart is capable of carrying both. I miss what we had, but I am endlessly grateful that we had it at all. Because some people spend their entire lives searching for a connection that changes them, I was fortunate enough to find one, even if it lasted for less time than I wished, even if life wrote a different ending than the one I imagined. The value of love is never measured by its length. It is measured by the depth of the life it leaves behind. And if there is one thing I have learned, it is this: the people who truly love us never ask to be remembered every minute of every day. They simply hope that the love they gave continues to make us better human beings. That is what I hope I have done. That is what I continue trying to do every single day. So wherever life has taken you, whatever road you now walk, I hope you know that your kindness still has a home in this heart. Your memories still find their way into ordinary afternoons, and your quiet influence still helps me become someone who believes that love is less about possession and more about gratitude, less about holding on and more about honoring what was real, what was beautiful, and what continues to shine long after the moment itself has passed.